Tonight, a holiday dispute that's anything but merry, a Christmas light display in Livermore.
That's at the center of it, and it sparked an expensive legal battle between two neighbors. Investigative reporter Hilda Gutierrez went to check it out, and she joins us now. Hilda.
The couple being sued says decking their front yard with these lights for the holiday is something they look forward to. But this year, they say their neighbor is trying to dim their lights, which is dampening their Christmas spirit.
You know, so we have a little gingerbread family. They have their, tree over there. And also with mom and dad, you have the little kids.
James and Janet Hayes get excited describing the hours it takes to come up with a theme and hand make some of their holiday decorations.
I feel like that brings me joy to see other people kind of happy and then enjoying our decorations.
For 6 years, their Camellia Drive home in Livermore has lit up the block for Halloween, Christmas, and Chinese New Year. Sometimes that means lights could be up for nearly 6 months. But this year, the glow came with a lawsuit from their next-door neighbors.
And it was shocking for us that they would go that far.
The Hayes are accused of creating a nuisance and intentionally inflicting emotional distress with their holiday lights and a wind chime.
They basically took something that was supposed to cheer us up and made it something where, it's just nothing good to remember about it.
The lawsuit follows months of tension after the neighbors moved in 3 years ago. The Hayes admit they got up to a bad start when they extended a concrete driveway that crossed a few inches over their property line. They say it has since been fixed.
They came to our property numerous of times. And it was not a good interaction.
The couple says the exchanges intensified, and the Hayes sought a restraining order against their neighbor that was never granted. And early this year, they were hit with a lawsuit over the holiday lights.
Did they ever come to you to tell you that they had an issue with your lights or with the wind chimes, for example?
Never.
In the lawsuit, the plaintiffs also accuse the Hayes of building a 10-foot fence that violates city code and directing bright lights and noises towards their home. James Hayes says the lawsuit's allegations are simply untrue.
It's causing them emotional distress. They can't sleep. They're stressed out. And, and also the fence that I installed in between our properties, where it was just installed, more just for, privacy, of ourselves.
The Hayes say the wind chime described as loud in the lawsuit is a feng shui gift from their parents, hung where wind is minimal.
The ambient car noise and everything else is, much louder than the wind chime.
A drive down Camellia Drive shows the Hayes home is not the only one lit up. The neighbor's attorney said they would not be commenting on the allegations, but the complaint notes they've suffered insomnia, irritability, and fear, and slept on their living room couch for 6 months to avoid the lights. They're seeking more than $100,000 in damages. They also included these photos of the alleged light reflecting through their windows.
And the thing is you have a 7.5-foot fence in between. I mean, one of the pictures, they have blinds where, if you keep the blinds closed, you wouldn't see it. If you have curtains, close it, it wouldn't be an issue.
So far, the couple says they spent $80,000 fighting this case, but they're not turning off their lights or their traditions.
They just want to restrict light usage on our property where does it end? Where it's not just holiday lights.
Why do they keep on targeting us like this? We're just trying to live our life. We're just trying to just be happy, and then I can't.
The Hayes filed a legal objection, a demur, arguing the complaint does not meet the standard for a valid legal claim, even if the allegations were true. Their neighbors are objecting this. The Hayes say the judge is asking both parties to mediate, hoping their holiday feud can be resolved outside the courtroom. I'm Hilda Gutierrez, NBC Bay Area. We investigate.